Imagine hitting the open highway with a beast so rugged, so unstoppable, that mountains feel like speed bumps and deserts feel like your own private driveway. That's exactly what the 2026 Ram 5500 6x6 Overland Motorhome is built for. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sank Review's Hub, where we dig into the craziest, wildest, and most mind-blowing machines on the planet. And today, man, buckle up, because this one is straight up, next level. So, let's roll right into it. Because this thing doesn't just turn heads, it snaps necks. The 2026 Ram 5500 6x6 Overland Motorhome brings that hardcore, don't mess with me vibe from every angle. When you first look at it, the exterior hits you with that massive 6x6 stance. It's tall, wide, and looks ready to rumble across any terrain you throw at it. That triple axle setup isn't just for show either. It gives this rig stability like a freight train and traction that could probably climb a cliff if you gave it the chance. Up front, Ram gave this thing an aggressive redesign that screams power. You're getting a bold grille with a thick honeycomb pattern, LED laser headlights that slice through the dark like daylight, and a front bumper built like it was forged in a tank factory. The skid plates underneath look bomb-proof, and the winch isn't some cheap Adonis, legit heavy duty, ready to pull you or even another RV out of trouble. The fenders flare out wide with that muscular armored look, and the chunky tires tie the whole I own the wilderness aesthetic together. From the side, those massive storage compartments and the side-mounted ladder remind you this isn't just a camper, this is a rolling survival fortress. Swing around to the back and things get even crazier. You've got a full-size spare mounted vertically, an industrial strength bumper, rear floodlights, and tow hooks in case you're dragging gear, a trailer, or maybe even another motorhome behind you. Everything about the exterior screams durability, confidence, and pure American let's send it energy. Now, step inside, because this is where Ram really shows how wild the mix of rugged and luxury can get. The interior hits cozy, modern, and premium, like stepping into a mini apartment that's built to handle a tornado. The cockpit is straight up high-tech, with leather captain chairs that feel like you're sitting on clouds. The digital cluster is super crisp. The infotainment screen is massive, and the dash layout feels like a mix between a pickup truck and a private jet. You've got wireless controls, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, onboard navigation, and a surround view camera system that makes parking this monster feel stupidly easy. Move into the living area, and you'll see how much Ram invested in comfort. You're looking at a plush sofa that doubles as a sleeper, overhead cabinets with soft closed doors, dimmable LED lighting, and huge windows that let in a flood of natural light. The vibe is very modern cabin meets executive suite, with dark wood textures, light leather seating, and metallic accents that elevate the whole space. Everything feels homey, but still off-road ready. The kitchen is no joke either. You get a full countertop with a deep stainless steel sink, a two-burner induction stove, a convection microwave, a big fridge and freezer combo, and more storage than you'd expect in a rig designed to handle mud, rocks, and steep climbs. And the way everything is laid out makes it super practical. Cooking while camping? Easy. Cooking while off-grid for a week? Even easier. Slide into the bedroom area, and you'll feel like you're stepping into a comfy retreat. There's a full queen-size bed memory foam, of course surrounded by overhead cabinets and side storage. You even get USB ports, reading lights, and a small window right by the headboard so you can fall asleep to actual wilderness views. Whether you're in the mountains or the middle of nowhere, this bedroom makes it feel like you're still in a hotel suite. The bathroom setup is surprisingly spacious. You get a full fiberglass shower with a rainfall head, a flushing toilet, good ventilation, and a sink with a medicine cabinet. It's not cramped, it's not cheap, and it doesn't feel like an afterthought. Ram clearly wanted this thing too. Feel like a real home, not a tiny camper pretending to be one. Now let's talk performance. Because this thing is built to haul, climb, crawl, and cruise like an absolute monster. Under the hood, you're getting the legendary 6.7L high-output Cummins turbo diesel engine. We're talking massive torque, enough horsepower to get this giant rolling with zero hesitation. And towing power that's honestly crazy for a motor. Pair that with the 6-wheel drive system and upgraded suspension, and you've got a vehicle that handles rough terrain like it's nothing. Mud, snow, sand, steep hills, it eats all of it for breakfast. On the road, the 6x6 configuration actually makes the drive feel smoother. You get better weight distribution, better traction, and more confidences, especially when you're carrying a full load of camping gear or water tanks. Off-road, the extra axle gives you that extra push to climb or grip surfaces that would normally stop a regular RV in its tracks. Fuel economy isn't going to be its strongest flex. But nobody buying a 6x6 diesel motorhome is expecting hybrid MPG. What you're really getting is endurance, huge tanks, off-grid capability, solar support, and generators that let you stay out in the wild as long as you want. And of course, the big question, what's the price tag? The 2026 Ram 5500 6x6 Overland Motorhome starts around $380,000 for the base configuration, and depending on options, luxury upgrades, off-grid packages, and custom add-ons, it can easily reach up to $450,000 or more. But considering the power, the luxury, the engineering, and the badass attitude of this rig, it's honestly worth every penny for people who need something this extreme. So that's the 2026 Ram 5500 6x6 Overland Motorhome rugged tank. On the outside, a luxury pad on the inside, and a straight-up adventure machine from front to back. If you're the kind of person who wants to go where regular RVs tap out, this one's your ticket. Thanks for rolling with me today on Saint Reviews Hub. If you loved this breakdown, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more insane motorhome reviews. Catch you in the next one, and keep chasing those roads. Asterisk.